Alright, y'all. So, quick update. Um, I was finally able to get Windows installed. But when I actually installed it, it was already pre-installed on the SSD. But it ended up, apparently it was so out of date that it didn't want to really work. So I had to completely create a whole new media, um, installation media on a USB, spare USB that I have, which I have several, because I have probably like 30 or 40 of them just lying around with mostly different Linux distros on them, because it's the primary thing that I end up usually using at home. Well, it is the primary distro that I use at home, uh, or at least operating system. And I was finally able to get it installed properly-ish. Um, I did have to run a script or a program, and I'll put the link to that in the description for what I use for that. But yeah, it was not as smooth of an experience as a lot of people say. Oh, Windows is just super easy out of the box. No. For somebody who's not been using Windows on there as a daily driver in a while, it was not as smooth of an experience as everybody keeps saying it is. If it's already pre-installed on your PC and you just have to run through some of the steps, that's fine. But if you're more of a power user like myself, it's a lot more kludgy, and you want to remove, like I had to remove like Copilot, Edge. I hate using Edge. I had to remove Copilot. I had to remove like all the AI stuff from there to be able to get it to work efficiently and effectively. So once I was able to get everything, all of that off, it did actually kind of relieve some of the tediousness, and from at least how it's feeling so far, it actually improved the performance of it at least by double the speed of how it was performing before, because it was taking like a long time just to even boot up, and all that shit was just there in the background. Like I can even pull up Task Manager and it'd be showing like 15 different processes that I didn't even open that are just standard by Windows. So far it's not going horrible. Am I going to keep with Windows? Fuck no. Absolutely not. But we'll see. I might just end up having to have it like I do. I have currently, even my laptop has one Windows partition, and then a second partition for Linux. So that way I can still at least so I have a dual boot session for Windows and Linux. So, but if you actually wanted to do dual boot Windows and Linux, install Windows first and then install Linux on, if you're going to do it on the same partition. Preferably do it on two separate SSDs, but if you can't, definitely install Windows first, because otherwise if you don't,